Materially well-to-do or materially poor doesn't necessarily connect you with God's favor.
Lamp unto my feet.
Friends, in today's gospel we hear the parable of the rich man and Lazarus. There are various lessons that we can learn from today's parable. We can talk about the sin of being indifferent, the sin of not being compassionate towards the needs of the others, the sin of not being sensitive to the needs of the others. And also we can learn about not just the sins that we commit, but also there are sins that we omit by not doing what we should do, what we ought to do. But I would like to draw your attention towards two different aspects. Now, the rich man, he was well-to-do, he had possessions materially here on earth, but that was not a sign, that wasn't necessarily a sign of God's favor. Unless your possessions and unless your richness is accompanied with righteousness, you cannot guarantee that this is a blessing from God. Because God at the end will demand you, will ask from you, will question you, will judge you about the righteousness that you have failed. And that's something very important that we should learn from the role of the rich man. Because materially well-to-do or materially poor doesn't necessarily connect you with God's favor. It also has to be accompanied by righteousness. And the second lesson is, God gave continuous opportunities to the rich man to correct himself. He did not, and that time period of correcting himself ended when his life ended here on earth. Afterwards, there is no more correction period. The Lord reminds us and warns us of this important factor. Our correction period ends here on earth. Either we correct it and walk back towards the Lord, or we are lost forever. And the time ends after our death. So beware, because the Lord has been patient a lot with us, and let us not misuse His patience. Amen.